Hey, what's going on, y'all? I want to make this video, not to brag or boast or anything. I don't want you guys to take anything from this other than motivation. Some of you guys, if you've been watching this channel, you know that in October 2017, I filed a bankruptcy. And um, because I knew that it wasn't going to take much for me to build credit because I understood the credit game. I knew how credit worked. I wanted to take you guys along the journey to show you that just because you file a bankruptcy doesn't mean that you can't go forward with your life, right? I wanted to show you that there are steps that you need to take in order to get yourself back on track, right? And so this morning, I got some mail and I wanted to open it up and I wanted to show you guys that it is possible. There's a lot of people out here that tell you that you can't build credit with secure credit cards. And I've been trying to tell you guys that it is possible, right? Some people say that secure credit cards put you in a high risk category. Don't be afraid of being in a high risk category. What you want to do is you want to work yourself out of that category. And how you do that, you get yourself a secure credit card, a couple of good secure credit cards that are going to graduate, like a Wells Fargo, a Capital One. What I chose was the DiscoverIt and the State Department Federal Credit Union. After about 10 months, my DiscoverIt graduated. What that means is they sent me my money back and it became an unsecured credit card. About 12 months later, or excuse me, about 2 months later, my State Department Federal Credit Union did the same thing. You want to keep a low utilization rate, you want to pay all your bills on time, and use the card sparingly, never going over 10% of your balance. So if you have a $400 balance, you never want to spend over $40. So you may say, well, Ken, what do I do to stay within that $40 range every month? If you have a subscription like a Netflix, a Hulu, or YouTube Prime, or Amazon Prime, or something like that, you put it on that credit card and you pay it off, and that's all you do. It's not a lot of work or anything like that. So this morning I got this in the mail, and I've been really working on my credit. I've been really trying to get myself in a position to where I can really start using it for business, right? Because as you guys can tell, I'm a truck driver, right? I'm gonna make another video for another day that talks about um, how to build business credit, right? So what happened was, I got the State Department Federal Credit Union secure credit card. I got the DiscoverIt secure credit card. And then I got a credit card from it's not a Capital One, it's a Credit One or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a terrible card. Um, as you can see, I'm gonna put it up here so that you guys know what card it is and stay away from that. I made a video. I believe it was my last video about being a credit hoe. Don't go out applying for a whole bunch of different credit cards just for the sake of applying for cards. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going to show you guys this. This is an American Express Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. And I applied for this card. This bank, Navy Federal Credit Union, has been working with me, and I've been very pleased with them. So please don't, you know, don't mind me as I go through the paperwork. I just want to look at it. But it looks like it's a 13.24% interest rate. My credit limit is 25,000, and this is 16 months after a bankruptcy. All right, so I got a $25,000 credit card 16 months after a bankruptcy. Now, some of you might be asking, well, Kenny, what's your FICO score? What's your FICO score? And I'm going to show you just because I wish I would have brought out all my other apps. I didn't look at my other apps, but I'm going to show you the card again. This is the American Express, Navy Federal Credit Union backed American Express card. All right, with a $25,000 limit. Luckily, the numbers of the card are on the back. Now, I'm just going to show you my Credit Karma to show you what kind of scores that I'm working with right now. Right? It's not the greatest, but remember, 16 months outside of a bankruptcy. For some reason, my Credit Karma doesn't want to open up. Come on, there it is. Okay, so these are my scores. 706, 706. Alright, that's my credit scores. That's what I'm working with right now. Now, this is a Vantage 3.0 score, so it's going to probably be plus or minus 15 points. Give or take, it's never very accurate. And then there's several different scores outside of that, even when you say FICO score, is it a FICO 02, FICO 05? There's a lot of FICO 08, FICO 09. There's so many different scoring models. When you ask somebody what's your FICO score, it's kind of funny because what scoring model are you using? But once again, I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible. There are some of you that are wondering, how do you build credit? Now, the reason why I talk to those people with bankruptcies is because if you don't have a bankruptcy, if you don't have something like a major derogatory on your credit report, and you just have collections or student loan debt or whatever it is, some late pays, it's going to be a lot easier for somebody like yourself to build credit than it is for somebody with a blemished credit report, such as a bankruptcy. And some of you might go, well, you know a lot about credit. Did you take your bankruptcy off your credit report? No, I didn't. I didn't take my bankruptcy off my credit report. I didn't take anything off my credit report. I still have those same credit cards that I put through bankruptcy. I still have those auto loans that I put through bankruptcy. Well, not auto loans, but truck and equipment that I put through bankruptcy. The trailers I put through bankruptcy. I have a lot of stuff in my bankruptcy. I think my bankruptcy came up to close to well, actually, it was over 200. It was a little bit over $200,000 once everything was said and done that I put into my bankruptcy. All right, so I had truck and equipment. I had personal credit cards. I had a lot of stuff in my bankruptcy that was taking down my credit score. By the time I filed bankruptcy, I was in the low fives. After my bankruptcy, I was still in the low to mid fives. But I started this whole channel to show you guys that it is possible, that you don't have to be so down on yourself no matter what situation that you're in. If you have collections and all that, you can still build credit, right? You can still build credit and get yourself in a situation where you can still start advancing yourself. Some of you are going, well, what about my collections and all that? There's a time for that. There's a time for you to start working on your collections. Right now, what you need to be doing is building credit. And I'm not the one to ever tell any man or woman what they need to do, right? But what you need to do, right, is start building some credit. How do you do it? You go out, you get you a couple of secure credit cards. If you don't have any credit cards, right? If you're in the high fours, low fives, you go out, you get you a couple of secure credit cards. You start establishing credit, and you just start building from there. You get you if you don't know how to go to your bank and give them your rent payment or your mortgage payment, what they're going to do is they're going to give that money back to you right then and there, and you just start making payments on that. And you're building, not only are you building credit, but you're building a relationship with your bank, right? So you're just paying them every month, right? And that's a secured loan. If you don't have the money to put up front, you could go to a company called SelfLender. I'm going to include all the links in this video so that you guys can look and see exactly how to build credit. I'm going to continue giving you guys as much information as I can and keeping it as authentic and organic as I possibly can, so that you guys stay motivated and keep pushing, keep grinding, and knowing that 16 months from now, and I always told people it's 18 to 24 months, right? But you can see that at this point in time, if I wanted whatever I really wanted to go do, I can go do, right? Yeah, I got a blemish on my credit report, but there's still a way for me to get whatever it is that I need to get to move forward, right? And that's what this whole journey of life is about not just moving forward selfishly, but helping people move forward with you, right? Because if I'm the only one moving forward, it's just not worth it to me. So I love the fact that you guys are always sending me comments saying, hey Kenny, thank you, I was at a such a X credit score, now I'm at a Y credit score. And I love those stories, so keep them coming. If you guys have any questions about building your credit, you guys can reach out to me, Kenny@creditliving.com. And I get back to my emails. I'm a little bit behind because I'm coming off the weekend, but I catch my emails up, and you'll probably hear from me within 24 to 48 hours, right? That's just how I work things. But this is the American Express Navy Federal Credit Union, unsecured $25,000 limit, I believe I said 13.24% credit card. Yes, it is possible to build credit after a bankruptcy. Don't just because you file bankruptcy doesn't mean that you're down and out. You got a 10 count. There's still time in the game for you to recover, and it doesn't take you that long. I'm not gonna keep this a long video. I really hope you guys watch this video, and if you guys like the video, please hit the like. I don't ask you guys for money or anything like that. All I ask you guys to do is like, subscribe to this channel, and apply the information that I give to you. If you got a chance to build a relationship with your local bank, go out and do so. Whether it's a secured loan or maybe they can give you a credit card, because I'm going to tell you, Navy Federal Credit Union has been the best experience of my life. Even though some might say they're a large credit union, I believe they're the largest credit union in the United States. I still consider them a smaller bank compared to the mega banks like the Wells Fargo's, Bank of America's, JP Morgan Chase's. Those big institutions, they have a tendency to want to do business with people that are a lot bigger than me, right? I don't do $1 million a year, and I've been told that several times from the loan officers. That's what they're looking for as far as income. Just not there yet. I'll get there, but I'm just not there today. So you guys have a wonderful morning. I'm not going to keep you guys. I could drag this video out for another 20-30 minutes telling you guys, trying to motivate you guys, but I think you guys got the message. I'm going to sign off right here, and you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.